Okay.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Mystery of the Druids.
Woohoo!
We click so many things now that we have to go to a library. That's our state of play now at
This
the
thing is
moment. We have to
getting
go to
more and
Oxford.
more mysterious. I can't believe
Yes.
what Mr.
Sorry,
Blake said.
We have to find out why this amulet is so
sorry. I was
important to
getting
Sinclair.
double
Perhaps Mr.
the
Blake is
sound
right.
coming through
The
there.
amulet is the key to preventing the ritual. I expect
Yeah,
we'll
this game
know
is bad
more
enough.
as
You
soon
don't want
as
to
the
hear it twice.
translation of the parchment is
No, I do not
I
need
have
to
to
hear
go
it
to
twice.
Oxford, Melanie. I have to get the book for Mr. Blake.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
That's fine by
So,
me. I really need to
um,
check a few things at
remind
home.
us
Where
now,
shall we
Jonathan,
meet
where we left
later?
off.
I'll get in touch with you as
So
soon as I
we
have any
remember
news. Okay?
All
we were
right.
in the
I'll
manor
be off
with
then.
Mr. Sinclair.
Okay,
We ate
Melanie.
some
See
flesh.
you later.
We were very
Yes.
silly, and
Yes.
Melanie was able to save us because we actually told her where we're actually going, gave her all details like a smart detective would,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were back out to Blake to tell him what happened and to basically say that there is some druid shit going on. So now to help him basically identify some runes that we found on the in the house and to see
Yes.
what exactly these neo druids are trying to do, we're now going to the Oxford Library to see if we can find one particular piece that will help him translate all the works.
Yep. And he hasn't arrested himself for eating a human
A very
or
solid look.
partaking in any sort of murder
No
yet, which
idea
I
how I could
find,
open that.
he hasn't
I
called
mean,
in for backup.
that's kind of on par for the English police, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
we've all watched Line of Duty. They're all bent coppers.
exactly. Oh, our blanket has not been moved or spotted by the guards. That's nice.
Yeah, they're not really great guards, are they? Although I suppose if they're spending most of their days cleaning up, like, like bits of
All
flesh
the
off the
blood.
floor, you know, might be a little bit more tricky. But no, I am actually there. I have come back to the scene of the crime for a reason here because, like, shockingly enough, there's actually an item I need here in amongst this rubbish, and I'm genuinely trying to find it because it's this game doesn't necessarily do that kind of thing where like say there's an object you can interact with, it makes it obvious. Sometimes it
Yeah,
doesn't do that,
yeah.
which is quite annoying.
Like when we were trapped in the room the last day, it was not obvious to me that you had to tear a piece off the photo
Oh yeah,
frame. Ridiculousness.
oh yeah. I mean, like, you just like stack it up with all the other like rookie mistakes this game has made. But that's the best way I can describe it. It's just like it's a rookie mistake to make when you're making a video game. You know?
Yeah, this is just a series of rookie mistakes.
Yes. Unfortunately, the writing isn't gonna get any better. So strap yourself in.
Oh God.
Yeah. But yes, the what my trouble here is I'm trying to find a piece of wire basically off the fence. But first of all, I had to try and find the wire. This is where I was going wrong because I thought I had to find the wire first in order to interact with it. Whereas no, if you just kind of click some of the dead space, you'll just magically get a wire. Um, or I think I have to ply off some of it with my tools and implements that I have to hand. But you can see there, like
Hey,
that's the piece of wire there. Like it's
of course,
like
you didn't click anything in particular.
no, like like that doesn't even look like a wire. That was like an errant branch, like
Yeah.
it's anyway. So I have what I need now, and now we can go off to looks lovely
A
Oxford
statue of a
Library.
unicorn. Not quite to my
Ooh.
taste.
Shockingly enough,
Only one
Halligan can
life.
believe a lot of things, but
Before the
unicorns is
ritual started.
outside of his
This
belief
is it.
system.
Oxford University
He's just
Library.
at a human because he was in a trance. Yet he's like,
Yeah.
no, that's too much.
No, no, I don't think I like this statue. It has a
Nice
horn
car.
in it. I don't like horns.
Nice car.
Again, I don't think BMW allowed the use of one of their car models to be used in this game. Um, I'm not going to call them though, because I think that would raise more questions than answers.
Imagine they did give the sign off and they just don't want to. Like, no, we did officially, but shut up.
But in fairness, it's a German made game. Entirely possible.
It's a magnetic.
I've always had this belief that, like, whenever you see like a brand like Pepsi in like a really bad movie, I always just believe that's Coke. That's signed that off to do
Yeah,
some like
yeah.
counter marketing. So maybe I don't know. Maybe Mercedes paid off the
Excuse
game
me,
designers to
I'm
throw in a
looking for a
BMW
book.
into this.
Oh, how nice for you.
Quite. Do you think you could help me?
Help you?
Do you know that trope
Why?
of really unhelpful librarians? You know that really classic, hilarious trope that's always been there?
Why? As
Uh-huh.
I said, I'm
Yeah.
looking for a book.
Great.
I heard
Because
what you
now we have
said.
to make
You're
a puzzle
looking for a
around
book.
this absolute
So
fucking
go
wagon.
ahead and look.
Oh, great.
That's all very well, but I haven't got a clue where to start looking.
Well, this desk is the wrong place anyway. The reading rooms are that way.
Right, great.
What exactly
Like,
are you
she's a
working
triple
on right
whammy,
now,
right?
if
She's
I
from
may ask?
Oxford, she's
I'm revising the
English,
house rules.
and she's in a
You
library.
must know.
A
There's like
librarian.
Oh, why?
triple
What's been
layers
altered?
of
The
unhelpful.
landing procedure. From now on, visitors to the library must do their own research. Do you understand?
Of course. I might have known.
It also how the Halligan
You
is a
might let me
really,
continue my
really
work
bad
now.
communicator.
Oh,
All he has to go is, I'm
young
looking for a
man.
particular book.
Yes?
Is it here? Yes or
Then come
no?
to our landing library.
Or better yet, maybe just like start off with, I'm Detective Halligan from Scotland
beg your
Yard.
pardon?
Open up your fucking
Nothing.
library. You know?
I was just thinking aloud. Yes, this is your problem. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Oh,
And you
there
are
you go.
going to help me by order of the police.
Shall I tell you something, young man? I don't give tuppence for your orders.
Haha.
This isn't Scotland Yard.
Again,
It's
it
Oxford
doesn't help that he kind
University
of like
Library.
said it with such
Only the house rules
unconvincing
apply here.
in like
They apply to everyone.
you know, aggression. It's
The
like,
Pope,
oh,
the Chinese
yeah,
Emperor.
I'm a detective
Oh,
from
hold on.
Scotland
I've
Yard.
learned this off. This is what do they tell
If you
me
have
in
any
police school to
complaints
say?
make, you'd better speak to the management.
Like he's
You
trying
are
to
un-
remember his lines.
Hmm.
It's like the actor
I'll
himself
see
is
what I
trying
can
to
do by
remember his lines
myself,
rather than
then.
just reading
You
them
do
off.
that. You again.
It's not
You
far
found
away,
your book
actually.
yet?
You are
No.
under duress.
How
Oh,
could
blast.
I?
No,
I
no,
really
sorry.
appreciate your
I am
help.
under arrest. No,
You
heavens.
repeat yourself, young man.
Like, here's the thing, you see, right? Again, this is what annoys me about this
What are
game,
you
is that
sitting here
it's
for
very
if you
clearly
won't
you
even
have to
help
do
me?
the puzzle around
I'm
this
sitting
person.
here to make sure
And yet,
no books
the game now
are
gives
You
you
have to
stolen.
5
click through.
different
You can't do
dialogue
complex research for them
options.
as well.
Yeah, the dialogue trees over and over.
Don't you have a
And
security
none of them
system?
work.
Yes,
Like,
we
you
do.
don't get
The
anything
trouble
by
is that
talking to her
only
like this way.
reports
You
a
have to
theft. Someone has
outsmart
to
her,
catch the
essentially.
thief and
It's like, so
confront him, don't
why
they?
program in so much redundant
That's
work? I,
someone
like, I know you're trying to
different.
get across the point that she's
Naturally.
unhelpful and you need
And
to do this
believe me,
yourself.
I
Well,
can be
you
very
don't need 5
unpleasant to deal
different
with.
pathways
Oh, I
to do that.
believe
You know,
Mm.
you like
I'll
this.
see
This
what
is
I
where
can
the
do by
game actually
myself,
is
then.
missing a
You
very
do
crucial
that.
piece of point and click
You again.
design, and that's
And you
the
found
inner
your book
monologue.
yet?
No.
Yeah,
That
How could
exactly.
that
I?
thought just occurred to
I'd
me
really
there because, like, yeah,
appreciate
this
your
game
helping
is
me.
desperately
You
trying to be
repeat
broken
yourself, young
sword
man.
to an almost absurd degree, and yet it's kind of missed out on the crucial bit of the
I thought it
of the
was your
game.
job to give people like me
Because
information.
what makes Broken
Don't
Sword
think
a
you can
relatively
tell me what
straightforward
my job is.
experience is
It
that
was an obvious
George
question.
has an inner
Look,
monologue
young
that
man,
tells you what to do
my job is
next
to answer
because he's
questions
Yeah.
telling
the
the story
computer
back to you.
can't
You know,
answer.
it's
Have
a
you asked
framing
the
device.
computer yet?
And same with, like, even when we
Actually,
were playing
I'm no
Grim Fandango,
expert on
Manny talks to
computers.
himself. Like,
That, I'm afraid, is not
fucking
my
Guybrush
domain.
talks to himself.
We
Like,
have
these are all
special
things that
courses
they
that
do.
teach people how to use
Whereas
the computer.
like, this
When
game
do
kind of
they
like
take place?
completely
At the
forgets that
beginning
bit,
of every
bar
semester.
maybe 1 or
But
2
I
like,
can't
no, that's
possibly
wrong.
wait that long.
Can't do
I've
that.
come here all the way from London.
In that case, I suggest you make the most of your stay here and teach yourself how to
Oh
use
my
the
god.
computer.
And like it's not even like the dialogue is short.
Hmm.
It is
I'll see
long,
what I can do by
winding
myself, then.
sentences and
You do that.
winding dialogue
You
trees and
again.
branches. Like,
Haven't you
oh,
found your book yet?
Yes, it's an
No.
argument.
How could I?
Like,
I'd really
like he's just
appreciate
basically
your
just having a
help.
row. Like,
You repeat yourself, young man.
there's no puzzle solving to this. This is just
oh,
being a dick.
yeah,
Why don't you
exactly.
just come along and give me a hand?
Like,
You're
that's
not
what I'm saying.
busy
Like,
right now, anyway.
like there's
Not
5 different options
busy?
there inviting
And
you
how
to
would
try
you
them, and
know?
all of them fail.
Impertinent lout.
Like, it's such a waste of fucking energy when, you know,
I
they
get
could
the
have
impression you're
tried
just
making the
sitting
game
here
better.
doing nothing.
And I get the impression you want me to have you thrown out. Is that so, young man? You see, so behave
That's
yourself,
a
keep
line,
your voice down and observe
delivery.
the house rules. And stop wasting my time.
Stop wasting my time. That's what I feel.
Actoring, enunciate. Hamlet.
I'll see what I can do by myself, then.
You do that.
Oh, he's so pissy about it. It was like, oh, I'm fine, I'll do it myself.
So now this is our chance to try and actually do some puzzling.
Yes, now we're gonna have to try and solve it ourselves. So this is essentially what I describe as a needle in a haystack puzzle.
Computer.
Oh, yeah, another one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I hope
You
I'm not
literally had a wire and
disturbing
a bush stack.
Okay, that wasn't intentionally a needle in a haystack. That became a needle in a
you. Are you going to be long?
But no, this is
You
one
need
where
to
you have
use
to
the
try and like
computer.
there's too many places to click on. You need to narrow down the search. You need to know what you're looking for. Basically, that's what the
Right,
whole point.
okay.
You seem to be rather lost in thought.
Huh? What's that?
Now we've got to go talk to this
Yes,
L
that's
lad.
right. It's
Yeah.
important for
Now we
me.
come across
Please
one of the
don't
biggest
interrupt
hazards in
me.
life: old people, and
What's
what
your
looks to be a
research
very
all
old
about?
computer as well.
Hello?
Hmm? What in heaven's
There's no
name
way
is
he
it?
can read that
What is
quick.
your research all about?
What are you shouting for, young man? Don't you know you're expected to keep your voice down in a library? I'm studying the principle of chaos in the scriptures. I need
Oh, of
these
course.
results
Yes,
to support
chaos.
my
That's it.
theory.
Couldn't I help you with your research?
No, that's not possible. The subject is
Hey,
simply
that's exactly
far
what
too
you have
complex.
time to
I
do.
don't even quite
Help an
Yes.
old
understand what
man with his
results my
research.
may lead to myself.
Well,
Yes.
obviously Halligan has an ulterior motive here. He needs to try and use a
You're
computer,
planning a big publication?
the only
Yes,
computer
I am.
in Oxford,
That'll teach
in the
my
entire
Yes.
library.
The Hastings principle will go down in history. I'm working on volume 14 at the moment.
Of how many?
32.
Oh God.
So you're not going to let me use the computer?
No, I'm sorry. I can't. My work is extremely urgent. Why don't you take a look in the card index box?
But I'll never find anything in there.
Whatever. I need this computer, and that is that.
Like,
Oh.
surely
This is
that's
taking far
exactly
too
what he
long.
would find
I'm
on the card index
confiscating this
box,
computer
unless
for
it's
my
just going to reference
investigations.
numbers,
Oh.
I suppose.
Yeah.
But like,
Are you
surely
threatening
if it's
me? Are
titled,
you trying to encroach
then
upon
Yeah.
the freedom of science?
No,
there
he
shouldn't be
has
an
typed
issue.
it up.
But my friend,
Yeah, no,
the
he had like
theory
Blake
of
gave him the
law
title,
will be
so he
very
knows
interesting
he knows what book to
hearing.
look for.
What was your
It's
name
just that he's
again?
just too fucking lazy to go through
My
it.
name is
Oh
beside
my
the
good
point.
God.
I need that computer.
Ah,
But
now
literally,
you're
this is
getting
this is a
wound up.
stubborn off between the
Yes,
librarian
that's
and this
authorities
old
for you.
fossil. Like,
When you threaten them with higher authorities, they soon knuckle under. So be patient, my friend. I won't be finishing here for some time yet. And I'm certainly not letting the police tell me when I can work or not.
All right, then,
as my
Professor.
grandson
I've got work
Marjorie
to do.
said,
Good.
"Fuck the
Make yourself
police."
useful. Carpe diem, I always say.
Just one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's just such a fussy old man.
You know whose
How has he not
car
been
that is
eaten by wild
outside?
wolves at this
Up in the
stage?
forecourt? That's my car. Why?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, the window on the driver's side isn't shut properly.
Oh well, it's a nice day. It can't hurt to let some air in.
hmm.
Oh, well, that's all right then. Just one more thing.
So now we
Oh,
the
the
plot
youths
thickens.
are at it. I know that would
You
work
know
in my
anything about
estate.
runes?
Yeah,
Was that a yes?
There are
Eh?
youths.
Yes, that
youths.
is... no, of course not.
Oxford,
There are
well
a
known
few
for their
books on it
troubled youths, of
somewhere in
course.
this library. At
Mm.
least, I think so.
You know,
Do you know where
it's a
they
very
would be?
dangerous place, Oxford.
No idea. That's what the catalogues are there for, my boy.
You don't say. Then will you please let me use the computer?
I told you it's out of the question. Is there something wrong with your hearing?
Oh
young
dear
man?
God.
Don't you ever eat? Or go to the loo?
No, I usually eat right here.
This
and
isn't
my
like Monkey
digestion
Island where you
is
can,
trained to
ask
last
3
out
times and they'll,
all day.
you'll unlock something else.
I'm going.
Yeah, in fairness, like, no, that's what I always appreciate LucasArts, because they take the piss out of little cul-de-sacs like this.
Cataloging computer.
So, okay, so it's quite evident now. We know that the Beamer outside belongs to the old professor. He was able to afford a BMW M5 sports car. On his wage, I have no idea. But now we have to try and basically outsmart him and find a way to get him off the computer.
Free Worders originals in the hall.
Be fair, that will get me off the computer.
What's the book? The Roman Monetary System and Fiscal Policies. Must be a bestseller.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It must be a bestseller because there's 40 books on the table. That's how it works, Halligan. No, really, everything must go. Please, someone take these books. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, right? Because the professor is so engrossed in his work as well. That's why, like, the whole distracted, like, dialogue we had here as well. We're going to put Well, gonna have him steal a book. There we go.
Just one more thing.
Hmm?
Do you know whose car that is outside?
Out in the forecourt? That's my car. Why?
I think a couple of students have damaged the paintwork.
Are you trying to get me to go out there so that you can perhaps get to the computer? Not bad. young man.
He's as smart as
I've been working here for 30 years now, and I'm used to all kinds of youngsters
Been around this
trying to
computer
pull
for
wool
30
over
years?
my eyes. You'll have to come up with something better than that to fool me.
Oh well, it's up to you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Whatever. I'm staying right here.
Like in fairness, like it is one thing where like I'd say it is because Halligan has been such a twat. Like these guys would like have dug in even more. If he was in any way a nicer person, like he would be able to at least get some headway done. But like I'm surprised even like the doors are refusing to open for him at this stage.
Yeah.
And now he's going to run out of the art library like the crybaby he is. So you notice there the obviously the security fence there. So if we had basically found the book that we needed and went out, we would have obviously got caught. So now that we've put a book in the professor's pocket, you can see what's going to happen next.
Yes.
And
We
why
need
we
to
need to do
smash
it.
glass in case of an emergency. Oh.
No. I mean, again, we literally warn him, to be fair.
Handy how it has that exact size
Yeah.
hook.
To be fair, I don't think this is the first time Halligan's ever boosted a car.
There.
Oh, look at Professor go. Look at him go.
Professor Hastings, what are you doing?
Who? Me?
Uh-oh.
I must be off
Oh,
to
no.
my car. My alarm just went off.
Professor, what's that book you're carrying?
Book? I don't have a book. Please don't joke now, Mrs. Owen. I have to see to my car.
What's this then?
But how the...
What's this then?
That's impossible. I didn't take this book.
Then how did it get there?
There must be some mistake. A very regrettable mistake, Mrs. Owen. I assure you...
I like your nerve, Professor Hastings.
What
You
book
steal
is
a
it?
book
The
and
50
then
Shades
try
of
to
Grey.
deny the whole
Oh,
thing ever happened.
Professor.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Mrs. Owen...
Aw, top
you've
10
known me
library
for
betrayals.
20 years now. You ought to know that I'd never...
All I know is that I'm going to have to put this on record. Please come along over here to the issuing counter,
Not
Professor.
the
We'll have
record.
to fill in a form.
Fill in a form?
No.
Oh, look, he's just shuffling away. His car is being stolen as we speak, and he has to fill out a fucking form. That's modern day Britain for you, ladies and gentlemen. Political correctness gone mad. In fairness, fuck him. He was being difficult.